The New Growth Project is changing lives by providing meaningful employment for adults with disabilities through sustainable farming and artisan crafts, building confidence and independence. And you can support their 2026 goals, which include a new greenhouse and a processing kitchen, by attending the Farm Social. It's happening this month at the Grand Rapids Public Museum. And here to share more about their mission and the upcoming party, of course, we've got Christine and Carly. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Let's start with an overview of exactly how this mission, how your mission is affecting West Michigan.
Well, 68% of adults with intellectual or cognitive disabilities are not even in the employment scene because there's not a lot of opportunity. So we saw that gap and decided together that we're going to address this and see if we can't make a dent in that large percentage. So we have been in business for, this is our 5th year, and we're seeing some really great growth on the farm, not only in the greenhouse and our fields, but through the individuals that are in our program.
Excellent. Let's talk about your growth goals. Obviously, you keep growing. You've got, I mentioned a greenhouse, a kitchen. Talk a little bit about that, Carly. What's on the docket?
Yeah, I mean, we want to grow not only vegetables, but we want to keep growing the ability to provide more job opportunities. So that's a kitchen would provide that, a larger greenhouse for more jobs in the winter where we can grow more vegetables and have more vegetables come early and late season. Okay. So we started with 10 employees and we're up to about 15 employees this year, but we're impacting with our volunteers about 50 people with disabilities at the farm.
Excellent.
So we would like to continue to see growth with all of that through our kitchen and greenhouse.
Yeah, the bigger you get, the more opportunity
Absolutely.
there is for these people to come find work, right?
True.
And the Farm Social, though, I mean, you got to throw a fundraising party. And let's talk about this. What's happening at the Farm Social?
So the Farm Social is a fundraising event, of course, but Carly and I decided early on we're not going to do boring. So
well, that's good.
Yeah. So this is an interactive event. This year we're at the Grand Rapids Public Museum. The theme of the event is a night at the museum, celebrating all of the growth at the farm. We will have roaming characters reflected that you would see in the movie Night at the Museum. We will have games. We have each attendee is going to get a golden tablet exhibition, so you can search the museum for all these spots where you can fill up your golden tablet and win a great prize from the farm. We have a live auction. We have fabulous food coming in, and of course the people. It's all about the people and the community that has continued to support us and help us grow.
And the night at the museum is perfect because it's an evening at the museum, but you're going to have the actual characters in costume there. That's a whole bunch of fun. All right, so obviously, let's talk a little bit about what this is doing. You mentioned that you had, what, 10 or 15 employees?
Yeah.
Talk, if you can.
Started with 10.
Started with 10.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was 5 years
and
ago.
Now we're up to 50 plus.
15, and the goals in the next 2 years to be at least employing 25.
Okay.
But volunteers as well to be involved.
Kind of put you on the spot right now, and can you pick out someone that's been working with you, or maybe recent, or maybe a favorite, and maybe share some of their story so people can get a better feel for what exactly this does for them?
Absolutely.
Anyone stand out?
Yeah, I mean, everyone stands out. There's so many unique stories for each individual who works at the farm. But one person specifically who stands out is an individual who came to the farm really afraid of bugs, didn't really want to touch dirt, but needed a job, needed somewhere to belong. And we're 4 years in, and he is now, we were on the golf cart driving back to the greenhouse last year, and he let a bug land on his finger and kind of smiled and laughed about it in a good way and was like, "Look at me,
He's growing.
I'm growing." Yeah,
right, yeah. And you see a lot of that, right? So
we do. And just to add on to that story, what we're seeing in our employees that have been with us for a couple of years is they're taking on more leadership roles, and that's been super exciting because it's supporting their goal to become more independent. They want to be in a place just like you and I, where you have that sense of belonging and have an opportunity to be a leader amongst their peers. And we're seeing that happen more and more every year, which is super exciting.
Well, as much as some people like to gripe about going to work every day, you get to go to work every day and you have that community.
Yes.
And you have a place where, as you said, where you belong. And we want to make sure that all people, including those with disabilities, have that opportunity. You heard that the stats aren't great. There needs to be more opportunity for them. And that's exactly what the New Growth Project is doing in our area. So join them at the party. Have a good time. The Farm Social, there it is, April 17th. Grand Rapids Public Museum starting at $6:30, $100 a ticket. And of course, that money's going to put to good use. Maybe that new greenhouse, maybe that processing kitchen that you guys are wanting to grow into. You can get more details at thenewgrowthproject.org. Ladies, thank you so much for the time.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you so much.